Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about the last of the Poems of a Musical Flavour series, Volume 6. It won't be the last video because there's the omnibus to come next week, but this is Volume 6, the last volume to date, by me, Tiara King. It's kind of sad. These are all the song lyrics I wrote in 1994, 95, 96. There was a ton of them, and then I wrote one in 2002. I don't know why I stopped writing. As I said in the blurb on the cover, a lot of stuff just took over. We started line dancing in 1996. That went through to 1999. And then other things just started happening, health, medical, etc. I was caring for mum, so I didn't really get to go anywhere and do anything. So I was writing song lyrics across that 3-year period, 94, 5 and 6. And the inspirations were changing. Moving on to that, I've talked about Indecent Obsession a lot. Yes, I'm still inspired by Indecent Obsession in this book, but because Take That had come along, I was finding even more inspiration. So I used a lot of their songs. I should probably say a lot of Gary's songs because Gary Barlow wrote most of them. A lot of their songs for the inspiration for mine. So a lot of them have the same vibe. A lot of the ballads. Love Ain't Here Anymore was one of them. It was their first album, their second album, their third album. Nobody else was a good album. But I think the second album was probably the one. I mean, that had Pray on it. I mean, come on. Probably their biggest single. Relight My Fire. Hello. Have you seen that video? So, yeah, I was crushing on Gary Barlow and I was loving Take That. Never got any of the dolls or anything like that. That's just not what I did. When they did come here in 1996, after Robbie had left, I went to the concert, bought a whole bunch of stuff. So I've still actually got the record bag, the badge, a few other things, but I did sell a lot of stuff as well. That was about as much as I got into them. But these are the song lyrics that were inspired by them. I was still using the Australian group Girlfriend, which I haven't really mentioned much before. They were kind of like the Spice Girls from Australia before Spice Girls came along. Unfortunately, they didn't really go anywhere. A lot of things happened to bands, you know, after the second album, because managers and agents and people just want to basically fuck around and wreck everything. And sometimes members of the bands think they can go out solo. And anyway, well, yeah, that could be said the same for Take That. So I was still used a bit of Debbie, a bit of Kylie, a bit of everyone else, but mainly Indecent Obsession. I was just flicking through the book and Take That. And then in 2002, the last song I wrote, that was actually inspired by Darren Hayes. For those who don't know, he's from Savage Garden and another Aussie band. They had a couple of massive albums and then split. And he had a lot of issues to deal with, and Danny went off and married one of the girls from High Five. Although he's been in trouble lately. So, yeah, that 2002, the song So Beautiful was inspired by Darren's song, I think of the same name, or it was just Beautiful. Can't remember. It was 2002. Oh, God, it was 20 years ago. Oh, God, I wish it was still 20 years ago. Come on, Jesus, I'd be a whole lot younger and have a lot less health problems. So, again, witty anecdotes, talking about who I was crushing on, lots of little one-liners in there. So if you like lyrics, want to have a bit of a giggle, see who I was crushing on, Poems of a Musical Flavour, Volume 6 by me, Tiara King, at an ebook, paperback, hardcover, at all good online bookstores, and it's 4 minutes.